This is a short video on how to select or pick and choose specific order lines eligible to be shipped and release them to the warehouse so that they can be shipped on one specific packing list. So in order to use this functionality, you must be logged on to an order management responsibility, such as order management super user or order management user, and then use the menu option shipping transactions under shipping. So I'm opening the shipping transactions window, and it takes me to a query manager window where I can query for specific order lines by customer, schedule date, etc., etc. In this case, we're going to look at how to select order lines for a specific customer. So I'm going to query for Cummins Emission Solution CES MPT, and then anytime you want to release order lines to the warehouse for picking, you would want to put in a date range for the scheduled date so that you do not release too many lines scheduled out into the future. You only want to release order lines that are eligible to ship for the next day or so. So today's date is the 17th of January, so I'm going to put in tomorrow's date with a time stamp, so I get all of the lines that are eligible to ship all the way from the 1st of January 2012 to the 18th of January 2012, almost midnight. And I can also check to look for specific statuses, and typically you would find two statuses of order lines are eligible to be released to the warehouse for picking. One of those is back ordered, and the other one is ready to release. So both of these statuses, back ordered and ready to release, are eligible to be released to the warehouse. I could specifically ask for one of those statuses, or I could just say line status not shipped and then do a search based on those criteria. So when the query results are displayed, I can select specific lines, let's say by customer PO number, and I can see the customer PO number here. If you do not see the customer PO number in your view, it may be a hidden field on this layout, so you want to unhide it using the folder options, folder, then show field, and then searching for the customer PO number. So in this case, I've already this is already displayed, so it does not show up in my list of fields eligible to be picked, to be displayed, since I already have it here displayed. So the goal for us to be able to select specific lines for shipment, and all of the lines should be from the same customer PO number. Let's say there are two customer PO numbers being displayed. You only want to select lines from a specific customer PO because the customer does not want you to mix and match multiple PO numbers on a shipment. So I've given you an example of how to select multiple lines, eligible lines for processing. This is by using the control key. Press the control key down and then click on each line, and it will highlight those lines indicating that they are selected for the next operation. So I need to keep the control key down, pressed down, and then click on each line that I want to select and group into a delivery. So once the lines are selected, I can go to the auto create deliveries option from the actions list and then click go, and it will create a delivery and display the delivery number here in this field. So once that's done, you can note down the delivery number and then do a specific pick release for that delivery. So in order to do that, we're going to close out of this form and go to the release sales order form. It's under this submenu, and let's open that up, the release sales orders option. And depending on the warehouse where you are working, you would select a rule from the based on rule options. Let's say we're using the Arcadia pick release rule, and then go through the different criteria to put in the relevant values. For instance, make a note that the scheduled date is automatically populated with tomorrow's date through the end of the day tomorrow. So when you selected lines to be picked, if you had picked selected lines that were scheduled to ship later than the 18th of January, you want to make sure that this date field is changed to reflect the correct range of dates for the lines that you selected to be released to the warehouse. Once you do that, you can go into the shipping tab and put in the delivery number that you had auto-created in the previous shipping transactions form. Put in the delivery number, and you should be ready to release the selected order lines to the warehouse. And you can use the concurrent option using the concurrent button here to release those lines. Upon completion of that, those lines will be changed to a status of release to warehouse, and a pick ticket will be generated, and it should only contain the lines that you selected from the specific PO numbers that you had selected.